Death doesn't necessarily mean goodbye, but more of the lines of see you later.
Dear Mr. Morris.
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 Dear Mr. Morris. The husband, the father, the grandpa, the teacher, the mentor, the one and only polar bear slayer, and so much more.
I never had the chance to thank you for believing in me.
I'm at Palacios because of it. I've been able to discover my passion.
I wouldn't know what the heck I just put together in this computer or how any of this stuff on this TV worked had it not been for you influencing me.
Thank you for inspiring me to get into engineering.
The one thing that you did teach me, and I've taken it throughout my whole life so far, is to do it right the first time, and that has impacted my life in so many more ways than one, and I just want to thank you for that.
You're somebody who taught his students that good things come to those who put in hard work and determination despite the difficulties you may encounter.
But you saw something in me that I just couldn't believe.
You always pushed me to reach my full potential, knowing I was made for greatness.
He taught me to become more independent and to be a teamwork player. His words of wisdom I will always reflect upon them, and I'm truly gonna miss him.
You and I both know that I am the worst at these things, and I'm an emotional wreck, and I just wanted you to know that I'm going to really miss you. I realized that you were right. I am so much more than just nothing.
But the most important lesson that you taught me was to sit back and enjoy life, because you saw how stressed I was in high school and how busy I kept myself. And you always encouraged me to give myself a break and be kinder to myself.
Thank you for your guidance, for your support, for your cheer and for your joy, and your passion and your pride throughout all these years at Palacios High School.
You always greeted me with a smile, and I'm so grateful that I was able to have you as an educator. I'll never forget the life advice you would give us in class or the crazy stories you would tell.
I'll remember all the stories that you told us in our classes, from polar bears to meeting your twin halfway across the world.
My favorite memory of Mr. Morris was on the first day of high school and how he intimidated the entire class with his final exam that he called Doom. I made sure to study for all his tests and to attend his class every single day so I wouldn't have to take Doom.
I remember once you told me I should pursue making videos and editing and such, and I actually thought of doing it, and even though you won't be here to see the videos I make, hopefully you can when you're somewhere, wherever you are. Hopefully this video will make you happy.
Even when you put me in timeout, or my quiet place as you called it, I must confess it was the highlight of my day because I got to sit right next to you.
I remember finding a bug on like the table where we turned in our papers, and I walked up to your desk and I asked you what kind of bug was it. And I thought you would answer me, but no, you took it and ate it. And I remember just like looking at you in shock, like, what just happened? You just ate this bug. I don't know, it was like a small thing. It really stuck out to me. I'm really gonna miss that. I'm really gonna miss you.
So thank you for being an inspiration to me, to my younger sister, to my family, to all the students who've had the privilege and honor of being your student and learning from you, and from listening to your stories and feeling these intense moments of happiness and a sense of belonging, because you did that so well.
Thank you for not only affecting my life, but for so many others as well, and our memories of you will be remembered forever.
Thank you for everything you have done. You were an amazing teacher, and I'm glad that I had you as my teacher and robotics mentor.
You helped so many people and impacted their lives that I don't think anyone will forget you.
You made me partial into the man who I am today, and I thank you for that. I'll take all the lessons you taught us in class and use them in the real world.
I can guarantee you, your legacy still rolls on with many people, especially like me.
So thank you, Mr. Morris, for not being my mama, as you so often preach, but for being an inspiration to all.
I hope you're in a better place, Mr. Morris. Thank you so very much for everything you've done for me. You were a gift to this world, and we all appreciate you.
Having you for a teacher for 2 years has changed my life for the better, and I hope to take what you taught me inside and outside of the classroom and use that to continue the domino effect and continue to change people's lives.
Thank you, Mr. Morris, for everything that you've done for the robotics program, for creating the program. We know that it wouldn't exist without you. You've inspired so many students and teachers, and we greatly appreciate everything that you've done for us.
I and everyone else could probably talk about you for hours, about how amazing of a person you are, and how much you have influenced all of our lives. This montage of clips cannot fully encompass the emotions and gratitude we feel, but we hold you and your family dear to our hearts, and it's impossible to not express our love back. So first of all, thank you. Thank you for all you have done for the community, for the school, for robotics, and for all the students you've taught. You clearly have affected so many people. Even though you are known as our polar bear fighting physics IPC teacher, the lessons you taught us goes way beyond just physics. You've impacted and touched so many lives and have been an influential figure that has helped so many find their passion in engineering and science. I want to thank you for shaping me into the confident and ambitious person that I am. Ever since I met you, you started molding me and pushing me to become a better student, a better leader, and in general, a better person, guided by all your words of wisdom. Even before I gave you my bell, you became my lifelong mentor. Even now, the lessons that you taught me early on will continue to guide and encourage me. You always had such faith in my pursuits towards my future, to become a doctor. I know you promised that you'll live long enough to see me become a doctor, and that you'd be there cheering me on during my white coat ceremony. But I know your spirit will still be there with me, so I forgive you. I miss you. We all miss you. I'm going to miss our phone calls where you'd tell me that cancer has nothing on you. I'm going to miss all of your random stories about traveling around the world. I'm going to miss you talking for hours about your family and how much you love them. From Mrs. Morris to your children, to your grandchildren. I know they're the ones who help shape you into becoming the strong and inspiring person that you are. I'm going to miss how you always end our conversations with how much you're proud and how much you love me. I love you too, Mr. Morris. We all love you. Your last words to me were, "I'll talk to you later, kiddo." And I know one day you will. I know my memories do not stand alone. They ring true with countless of others. So thank you for resonating with us. You obviously had such a lasting impact on all of us. We all have so many memories and stories that we'll cherish and celebrate. Thank you. Sincerely, your favorite student, Sarah.